everybody on this 23rd of October, Friday the 23rd of October. It's a little bit chilly and I am in the Get Moving den, the Get Moving cave, with the door open, and it's a little bit chilly, so we need to get moving, I feel. So first of all, thank you to Mr. Rees for his nice little baton pass yesterday. For those of you that were here watching Get Moving yesterday, and his impromptu promise that today will be all conducted in Spanish. Interestingly, it is not all going to be conducted in Spanish because my Spanish is non-existent. I have a couple of phrases for you. Bienvenido a moverse. Welcome to Get Moving. Je m'appelle Anna. I know that's not Spanish, but I don't know how to say my name is Anna in Spanish, so I'm saying it in French. Es viernes de fitness. It's Fitness Friday. Ponte las pilas, which basically means get up and let's get going. So, enough of that nonsense. I shall get Mr. Rees back, by the way, for those of you that did see yesterday. So, for those of you that need a bit of a reminder, Get Moving is all about exercise for people who may find moving and exercise a little bit more tricky because they've got limited mobility, and that might be because they are living with a chronic medical condition, something like stroke survivors or MS or Parkinson's, maybe a little bit older and just don't move as well as you would like to. You may be recovering from an operation or preparing for an operation. So all of those things, if you don't move quite as well as you would like to and want to be able to move a little bit more, then Get Moving is for you. And today is Fitness Friday, which means it's all about getting out of breath. And we will be getting out of breath, keeping you out of breath and staying out of breath for as long as possible, because getting out of breath is good. That's how we get fitter. So working our heart and lungs is a way that as we get fitter, the more we do it, because we get good at what we do, then the everyday things that we do, the everyday activities, we will find easier. That's the theory behind it. So getting out of breath is good. If when we get out of breath we think, oh, I'm out of breath, I need to stop and sit down, then we never get better at staying out of breath for longer. So we're going to be pushing the pace a little bit today. Exercises whether you are seated or whether you are standing, and we'll go through the variations as always. And you can still get out of breath if you are seated, so we will go through all of that. We'll be doing shadow boxing to get us out of breath, and the things that I want you to remember, the shadow boxing is all about movement through the body as well as the punching through the hands. And if you are standing, then moving your feet as much as possible. So we'll build up steadily. So ponte las pilas. I might need to say it right. I don't know why I have to shout it when you say it like that. Spanish are very enthusiastic and emotional, aren't they? I'm generalising massively. So we're going to start nice and steady, getting our legs moving. So if you are standing, and I've just moved my seat out of the way, but let me show you first. If you are seated, we are lifting the legs and keeping sitting nice and tall, so we don't want to be rocking backwards, using your legs, the muscles in your legs, to get your legs moving. And if you are standing, the same sort of thing, but this time knees up. Now, as always, we're going to start nice and steady, and if you need to start with a smaller move, that's absolutely fine. The bigger the move, the harder the move, and the better. That's what we're aiming for, but as big a move as you can do. So, are we ready? We're going to do 20 seconds worth, just to get our hips awake, legs moving, blood pumping. In 3, upside down. I'm actually using Karen's timer, and I can't read it very well because the batteries are rubbish. I should have brought my own. But in 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, knees up as high as you can, don't forget. A smaller move to start off with is absolutely fine. We're just getting our body's awake. Sitting nice and tall if you're sitting. And if you can, there we go, there's our 20 seconds. So, first round now of shadow boxing. So, we'll do the first round, I'm going to show you seated. So, remember, twisting through the body as much as you can. So, in 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, punching, aiming at your target, twisting through that body. You can do single punches. You can do double punches. You can punch to the head. Make sure you don't wobble off your seat and slipping on this bench. So keep punching, aim for the belly, keep going for your target. Well done, that's the time. So I'm getting a bit warm. I might have to take my sweatshirt off in a minute, but that's okay. Oh, shoulder rolls. I'm going to show you these seated as well. So we're moving on to shoulder rolls now, sitting or standing nice and tall, and we're going to roll those shoulders up and back and down. This one's really good for our posture, and it's good for working the muscles in your back and stretching across your chest. So do as much as you can do. If you can use your arms, use your arms. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So the easier move is just to use your shoulders, really squeezing your shoulder blades together on your back chest, and increasing the move using your arms if you can. And if you can, a nice big arm move up by your ears and a big stretch round. Okay, brilliant. Let's move on straight into shadow boxing, because it is, after all, Wednesday fitness. So this time standing, and if you can, moving your feet, light on your feet. If you need to, just swaying your weight backwards and forwards whilst you are punching. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So we are aiming for our target. Keeping your hands fast. Remember, the target is to get out of breath. Keep twisting through that body. Aim for the head. I wonder whose head I'm aiming at today. Punching really, really hard. Okay, well done. So, next one, knee bends. So we're waking our knees up, as big a movement through the knees as you can. If you are seated, a nice big kicking out of your feet, so you're using the muscles in your thigh and then the other leg as well. So sitting nice and tall, and as big a movement in that knee as you can. There shouldn't be any pain in the joint, so don't push through the pain, but if you feel your muscles working, that's good. That sort of muscle work, that muscle ache, that's what we want, but not pain in the joint. And if you are standing, same sort of thing, but this time you're going to be kicking your bottom. So big knee bend, but we're aiming to kick the heels to the bottom. So as big a move as you can do. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So if you need to do a smaller move, that's absolutely fine. And remember to move your body weight from side to side if you are standing. So we're also practicing balance with this one. So as big a knee bend as you can. Okay, and now back to, I'll stay standing actually, shadow boxing. So as much movement through your feet if you can, even now this time if you can just take a step forward. So if you're not confident enough to let go of support and move around, think of moving your weight. That's the first step, from one foot to the other, whilst you're punching through your body. If you're seated, sitting nice and tall, aiming for that big twist. There we go, they're emptying Sarah's gin bottles in the bottle bank over the road. Right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, if you can, light on your feet. Think of punching your target as hard as you can, twisting through the body. So, left and right, you can do 3 punches, you can travel forwards, or you can just move that front foot so that you are just getting used to moving your weight. Okay, so now Sarah's favourite. Actually, I need to think of a way of getting Mr. Reese back. So any suggestions, please put them in the comments, and we'll pick our favourite for next week. His little forfeit. I'm sure we could think of something interesting. Anyway, enough of this, we need to crack on, keeping you out of breath. So twisting through the spine, a big twist round one way and then round the other way. We're aiming for as much movement through the spine as we can. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So twisting round, sitting or standing, nice and tall. It's not just the arms moving, we're aiming to move through the whole of our back. So keeping our spine mobile is a good way. It looks after our posture, but it also stops us getting stiff and achy. Okay, right, punching. I'm going to do this one seated. So straight into it. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. So twisting through the body, a big twist both ways. How many? Punch to the belly, punching to the head. Aiming for your target. Fast hands. As fast as you can, work as hard as you can to get yourself out of breath. So we're twisting through the body as well as using the hands. Well done. Right, I do have to take my sweatshirt off now. Where are we up to? Oh, it's the exercise of the week. Hang on. Too many layers. Oh, I need some help. There we go. Don't want to show you next week's washing. That's better. I've got my t-shirt on. Right, so exercise of the week. Should have warned you at the beginning, shouldn't I? You need your resistance band. If you haven't got a resistance band, if you have a look at the website, we have links to where you can get some of these bands. For today, you can just do the move without the band. So we are doing an overhead press. So we're aiming for arms nice and straight, as full extension as you can, sitting nice and tall. So you can still do the move without the bands. If you have the band, the easier version is for the band underneath the thighs, or the harder version, bands underneath your feet. So we are going to do 20 seconds worth, starting now. 3, 2, 1, up we go. A nice big extension, pushing against the band if you have it, keeping your back upright and keeping as full an extension through the arms. Well done. And now back to boxing, shadow boxing. I'm going to do these standing. Remember, using your feet if you can, twisting through the body. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So remember, we're trying to move our feet a little bit, even if it's a step forward, keeping the back foot still for your balance. Just progress one easy step at a time, even if you're just swaying with your feet, but if you can, moving your feet. Ooh, I nearly missed the timer then. Side bends, my favourite. I'm going to do these standing actually, but you can do them seated. So, am I up to side bends? Yeah, overhead press, side bends. So we're aiming for a nice big reach down one side, and if we can, a big stretch up and a reach over with that other arm as well. Do what you can do. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So if you have one side that's better than the other, just work through. So maybe you can't lift one arm, then you can do it like that. But if you can use both arms, then do the best that you can do. Bending through the spine. Brilliant. Right, back to shadow boxing. I'm going to stay on my feet. I need to keep warm. I've taken my sweatshirt off. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1. We're keeping you out of breath. So if you can move your feet, do. Aim for your target. I can't imagine the picture that on my target I'm aiming for. And I'm just going to go for the belly now. There we go. Keep moving those feet if you can. You can change feet, change stance. Have the other foot forward. Where are we up to? Sit and stand now. So if you are seated, now it's time to get your feet close to your body, weight forward, and we're using our legs to stand nice and tall at the top and control all the way down. So we definitely want to use our legs. Arms are secondary. So we don't want to rely on arms to lift ourselves up. Do as many as you can do in the 20 seconds. And if you are standing, we're doing squats. So a nice squat down, weight back, chest as up as you can, and standing tall at the top. And you go as low as you can go. Feet flat, knees wide, weight back. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, down and standing nice and tall at the top. You do the move that you can do. So if it's here, brilliant. Do as many as you can do. If you can go a little bit lower, go a little bit lower. Knees stay wide, brilliant. So, boxing, straight into it. We're keeping that heart rate and the breathing rate up. This is how we get fitter. So in 3, 2, 1, go. So if you can, moving your feet as much as you can, twisting through the body, aiming for your target. You can punch high, you can punch low. Keep hands moving, fast hands, and keep that foot moving if you can. Where are we up to? Ankles. So if you are seated, ankle mobility. So we are going to be pointing and flexing our ankles. Movement in our ankle joints is really important. Helps with circulation. It also helps with balance if you are able to stand. So keeping your ankles moving is important. And I smell a funny smell. It's not unusual in Kerin's garage, I do have to say, but a more funny smell than normal. Okay, so if we are tightrope walking, then you need a bit of a space. I'm going to use the diagonal, so I'm going to hide in the corner, and we're going to walk heel toe, heel toe. The closer your feet are together, as if they're on that tightrope, the wobblier it's going to be. So make sure you've got some support. You can do this holding on to a work surface or the back of the sofa or a banister. The wider your feet are, the easier to really challenge your balance. Check out Wobble Wednesday, because we focus on balance there, as most of you will know. But we're going to start walking with a big, exaggerated heel-toe action when we move forwards. Use your arms to help you balance. So wobbling is good. Balance is all about maintaining a centre of gravity and being able to stay upright, not falling over. I'm getting a bit close now, I know. So, oh, I can't fit my foot in, so I'm going backwards. Toe, heel on the way back. If you're seated, keep those ankles pointing and flexing. Using your body. If you're relaxed through your knees and your hips, it helps with that wobbling. If we try and be really stiff and walk with everything really tense, it's much harder to wobble and therefore balance. So try and be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more loose. Look where you're going. Your feet are on the end of your legs and they aren't going anywhere. So a big exaggerated move, heel toe, second time, because we all know that second time is better, and this time toe, heel, all the way back. Getting ready for shadow boxing. Okay, and a couple more. Ooh, a bit of a wobble there, and I didn't fall over. There we go. Excellent. So, if you are seated, shadow boxing. If you are standing, shadow boxing. Getting out of breath. So your breathing's probably come down a little bit now. So you've got a bit of a rest, so we can go for it on this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Punch. Punching and twisting through the body. Aiming for your target. Fast hands, as fast as you can go. And keep breathing. Don't forget that bit, it is actually quite important. Do not hold your breath. Keep punching, keep twisting, well done, brilliant. Fast feet. So we're getting into the out of breath time now. I was going to be mean and do 20 seconds of fast feet, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do 10 seconds. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can't actually change this very easily because I can't see the numbers. I must have x-ray vision or something. Right, so fast feet. This is about running on the spot. So if you are seated, running as fast as you can, lifting your knees and building up the pace. This is about going as fast as you can, staying out of breath. So it doesn't matter how fast that is. If it's the best that you can do and as fast as you can do, then that is fantastic. And it's the same standing. So we're running. I use T-Rex arms. It helps me. I don't know why. So 10 seconds worth. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So as fast as you can go, little steps. Imagine the floor is hot and you don't want to keep your feet on the floor, but you might need to build the pace up, and that's fine. Well done. Let's have a bit of a breather. So this time, a little bit faster if you can. If you need to build that pace up and listen to the rhythm, do that. In 3, 2, 1, go. So as fast as you can go. If you're seated, it's exactly the same. Running on the spot. Fast feet. Little fast moves. Well done. Time out. And then we've got our last bit of shadow boxing. So we are going to do 25 seconds of shadow boxing, 3 rounds. So this is the final bit of effort, the final bit of fitness that we will be doing today on Venice de Fitness. So are we ready? Ponte las pilas. Put your batteries in or something, that means. Get up and get on with it. So last big effort. In 3, 2, 1, go. And twisting through the body. Punching, moving through the feet if you can. You can go backwards, you can go forwards. I don't mind, you can swap feet. Put the other foot forward and reach forward with that one. Just to mix things up a bit. Keep twisting through the body. Just keep moving and keep breathing. And there's 25 seconds. Time, well done. Gonna do this one. Hopefully you're getting out of breath. I'm getting out of breath. So this one we're gonna do seated. Are you ready? Well, I'm going to do it seated with everybody else who's doing it seated. If you can do them standing, stay on your feet. 3, 2, 1, go. So, punching away, twisting through the body. Can you do fast hands? Really aim for your target. Punching out fast, bringing the punch back fast. Keep breathing, don't forget that bit. Definitely getting warmer now. I'm glad I had the door open. You might have been right, Karen. I'm not telling you that though. Keep going. Ah, well done. That's the second round. The last round coming. So this is your final bit of effort. After this, you can have a rest. So this is the sprint for the finish. In 3, 2, 1. So in our netball matches, we are fighting for that last goal. And it's the dying seconds in the match. And everybody puts in the last bit of effort because that's what's going to make the difference, twisting through that body. And we never give up until that final whistle. So work as hard as you can. And time. Well done. And stop. So if you've been standing, a little bit of a walk around, a little bit of a sway, get your breathing back and then sit back down and relax. So just get your breath back, count your breathing. So just let your breathing settle back down. If you're out of breath, fantastic. There's lots that we can do to get us out of breath without having to go outside, without having to run for miles. Without having to go to a gym. So if you do find that you might be a little bit more restricted in where you can go at the moment, and getting out of breath. I don't know about you, but I feel so much better. I feel more alive. I might feel a bit tired, but that's okay. And afterwards, when your breathing comes back and you've relaxed, you do feel a little bit more energised, which is what it's all about. So well done everybody, thank you very much. Thank you for joining in with Get Moving. Don't forget to check out the website. There's the archive of videos, so if you want to go back and check out the different themes for each day, if we've got any new people and they're not sure what Get Moving is all about, all of the details are on the website www.reesefitness.co.uk/Get Moving. On the link on the page, you'll also find on the website, you'll find the archive of videos, some instructions for all of the exercises that we do, and some others that we do when we are in our face-to-face classes, which we hopefully will get back to soon. But please keep watching and keep sharing. I know it sounds really strange, and I know I can't see you, but knowing that you're there makes a real difference. So thank you very much. Don't forget, check out Coaching with Kerin. He does coaching one-to-one, and he can do that online or face-to-face, and Sarah and I can vouch for this. He is well worth having a conversation with to see how he can help you. He trains both Sarah and I, and he started training with me when I was very much restricted with movement because of injury. So he really can, and he works with people who have limited mobility and is incredibly good at what he does. So please do share, and if you would like to find out how Kerin could help you, have a chat. You might decide it's not for you, but then again you might. And if you don't try, you'll never know, as my mum used to say. So that's enough wittering from me now. I could witter for ages, as those of you that know me know. Nothing but I talk a lot. So have a fabulous weekend. Try and stay dry. Coats, I think, because it's rainy tomorrow. Look after yourselves, and don't forget, what's the forfeit going to be for Mr. Rees? What theme or language or routine would you like him to perform for you on Monday? I am sure we can think of something between us. Have a fabulous time, and I will see you next week.